好，Hello，你哋好啊！好，Hello，你哋好，歡迎嚟到收睇 Kelvin 遊戲電影頻道啊！入 game 先，廢話少講。嗱，冇偷打㗎，琴日打完之後就呢度有呢個位置，不過行咗少少嘅啦。講重點嚟啦，介紹一部電視機。因為點解我講一部電視機咧？我平從來未講過嘅，因為我今日食早餐嗰時就見到我嘅特賣場有部唔錯嘅牌子，不過尺寸啊就唔知啱啱你個位啦。嗱，我上網揾多啲資料都啱大家嘅。呢部咧就有唔算新意啦，不過比較貼近電競芒而可以當電視機用嘅，係咩牌子咧？4K 嚟嘅。有4K AI 晶片嘅，呢個新聞就喺今年時嘅4月份㗎。不過如果你話出去嗰啲比較大型嗰啲電器行啊，或者細嘅電器行咧，試下揾下呢隻牌子。呢牌子就東芝啊，Ffxvi.端造船艦。佢呢部電視機咧有個刷新率，即係打機嘅客率144Hz更新率。有埋更新率㗎，跟住有咩咧？嗱，我大概講解佢啫。佢個文章好詳細，打機表現良好啦，仲有類似電競芒嗰隻，冇事啊嗱，呢個係電競芒啦，電競芒加埋佢嗰個品牌咧，其實東芝電視機咧，佢個牌子咧就唔錯嘅，即係好過尋日我講嗰隻海信牌子。因為呢隻東芝咧電視機咧，佢已經係喺好耐之前咧不斷研究，佢喺度即係同其他唔同嘅牌子去比較下嗰個功能啊，即係好似買手機咁樣，唔同嘅牌子手機都有唔同嘅功能噶嘛，視乎你嘅 budget。嗱，首先呢部東芝電視機144Hz嘅更新率啦，不論你用喺電腦裏邊同埋睇戲打機都冇問題嘅。嗱，呢部點解我今日要特別講呢個東芝咧？因為我發覺咧，有時雖然唔係話特別出名嘅牌子，不過佢可以做到比較貼近三星嗰種嘅性能嘅電視機，同埋可以去到用到電競嗰隻駁落電腦嗰度係唔錯嘅選擇。嗱，寫呢度講明啊，可以應付高速移動嘅畫面啊，打機嗰陣時高客率顯示不可缺少，係嘛？跟住啦，呢隻係Ffxvi.端造船艦係嘛？針對電競市場嘅係咪先？佢而家咧就我未留意到尺寸啊。不過如果各位觀眾係嘛，即係想買啲唔係咁大牌子，而不過又想有呢個嘅即係打機嗰個即係客率高客率，同埋可以享受到 PC 電競嗰種感覺咧，都可以選擇下呢部嘅，係啦。因為唔同嘅牌子電視機，佢不斷嗰個技術不斷研究緊嘅，嗱，寫到明有 VRR 啦，呢啲唔奇啦，已經係這個功能真正滿足高速遊戲的玩法需求沉浸的感覺。不過講真嘅，如果去到一部類似貼近可以睇到好靚嘅戲嘅劇集同埋可以播落電競芒用電腦咁用法咧，嗰個沉浸感真係唔錯嘅，真係唔錯嘅。講真嘅，嗱，佢同埋用咗嗰個 REG2A 嘅圖像處理器即係講真嘅，每一個電視嘅出廠嘅牌子，佢嘅功能嘅即係用嗰啲智能嘅嘢係唔同㗎，每個都有比較㗎。有啲咩特別咧？支援精確嘅背光，改善局部嘅調光，高色彩震動。呢啲我唔係好清楚咩嚟㗎，因為每個牌子佢嗰個電視機嗰個效能嗰個嘢唔同嘅嚟講。例如移動，即係特別喜歡用於播放快速移動嘅內容啦、運動電影啦以及電競遊戲嘅咁樣真係唔錯㗎呢部嘢啦。不過咧，佢就冇寫到嗰個幾錢嘅。因為呢個新聞就唔係今日嘅，係喺今年時嘅4月份嘅。 因為點解我要講呢部電視機？因為主要係因為佢唔係一個好十分大嘅牌子，而可以做到入邊功能拍得住3星咁上下嘅功能，同埋佢有呢個嘅 4K 係嘛？先講清楚啲先啊！佢有冇 4K 晶片咧？嗱，呢度冇寫 4K 晶片啊，不過佢有呢個嘅咩啊？即係144Hz 嘅遊戲更新率，同埋你睇嘢啊等等都係完全唔錯嘅，係嘛？嗱，佢呢度冇介紹話佢嗰個輸出音效係咩形式啊？冇介紹到㗎。嗱，咁呢部電視機我都可以講住咁多先，因為任何牌子嘅 4K 或者8K 電視咧，最緊要功能同埋嗰個晶片 AI 晶片，因為始終即係好老實㗎，即係我當你哋如果假設花4000蚊買一部普通嘅 4K 電視，跟住咧佢冇晶片嘛，入邊佢唔會話入邊有咩特別功能㗎嘛，睇劇咧就自然分到效果嘅。如果一部係比較高階款嘅 4K 電視機，我當 4K 電視機啊，佢係我當係8000蚊到嘅，係嘛？佢嘅功能同埋佢有個晶片咧，對兩部電視機開嚟比較下咧，就自然你睇到咧佢啲色啊、聲效啊等等，完全係有分別嘅。啊，佢講嗱，電視機個東芝就介紹咁多。嗱，我就今日咧就會早咗少少直播，因為始終直播有早冇遲嘅，係嘛？係咪咁樣樣？嗱，遊戲咧就冇乜點講噶啦，因為我睇到呢個嘅 PlayStation 嗰度咧又有隻 NBA 嘅預購啦，不過嗰陣佢就未出嘅，所以我就唔會講咁多噶啦，係咪先？嗱，好啦，嗱，咁樣嗱，大概咧電視機就分享住咁多先。同埋嗱，琴日嗰個觀眾咧提醒咗我咧，側邊嗰個框咧我就熄咗㗎啦，因為我覺得嘅有時通常啲 game 咧遊戲 game 咧，我入咗隻碟內之後咧，我就唔會特別 set 啲咩啦，除非將個大細聲較大啲啊，將啲HDR 啊吞翻係合適我好似我而家一個人喺度嘅合適我嗰個打機觀望嗰個效果啫，因為始終你太暗打機又唔得，太光又唔得嘅，係咪先？係啦，咁樣我睇下我聽日啦，各位粉絲、各位觀眾，請支持我嘅 Ffxvi 遊戲電影頻道。聽日我就會講一講嚟緊，即係有啲咩好戲介紹啦。即係我前嗰幾個嘅直播講咗啊，就會睇一套咩戲嘅。咁就我聽日我就會聽日啦，請支持我嘅 Ffxvi 遊戲電影頻道。聽日香港時間下晝2點至3點鐘直播打機，就會再講一講有啲咩其他牌子電視機功能比較啊，同埋8K、10K 咧，我仲未揾到資料。10K 電視啊，咁樣講住咁多先。請記得支持我嘅 Ffxvi 遊戲電影頻道。聽日香港時間下晝2點至3點鐘直播打機，再講一講電視機不同嘅牌子佢嘅功能比較啊。我就唔會淨係攞大牌子講嘅，其他電視機比較都你聽完之後分析完之後覺得冇問題嘅話，就可以去選購你嘅合理心意嘅一個產品啊。好，打機先，聽日請支持我嘅 Ffxvi 遊戲電影頻道2點3點鐘直播啊，多謝你哋先。嗱，而家我咧就唔會打主線㗎啦。最主要都係直播分享啲嘢俾你知啫，係咪先？睇先啊，重新決議。
The conquering hero returns, and with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, He took them to his grave, as did his men, slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waluders must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
又講一講啦啊！而家點呢？而家點行呢？
The kingdom of Walud claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Walud shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Walud? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the royalist betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
行過先啊！嗱，我今日咧呢個直播咧講解完嗰東之電視機咧，我就唔會再特別推主線任務㗎，因為係咯。
Well, someone...
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though. And what can I do for you? Is that all?
我試下問
Just
啲嘢先。
stand there, go. It's a relief. Thank you. Nice to have a bit of good. I don't say.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh, my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
好啦好啦。
Oh, I'm never drinking again.
睇先。火焰攻擊範圍廣大。黐線。
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
Hugo Kupka's dead, isn't he? We don't have to live in fear of him anymore. for seeing troops amassing at every border across.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something? Just spreading the word. So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed. No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news. Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him. You're right. I should. And I will. Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tong down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave. Very well. I'll suggest it.
Clive. It was luck, and luck alone. But now, thank you. Anything catch your eye?
我委託我呢個唔做住，呢唔做住。
Think you
先
can
啦
help?。
好，去嗰邊先。
Welcome back, Sid.
As if setting our people free. Good news, everyone. The casks have been liberated. Here's to Sid.
Oh，犀利！
Oh, you're not leaving already, are you?
What you told Nan about Kupka. Hopefully all our old friends can rest easy now.
Clive? What do you want? That it? Fine.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Editors started.
I have
books
done
that
it,
don't have any
Sid.
pictures in.
I have learned all the letters. Everyone.
I knew it was a good idea to have editors study alongside the children. It's really stoked their competitive spirit.
Think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it
Oh, yeah.
together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around
哦，
the
做架
side.
船出
That stops the rest
嚟
of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to. The engine plating's basically just a very efficient conductor. Create a thermal gradient across it and the heat radiates outwards, which... You know what, just show the plans to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
It's good to have you back. I was worried. It's good to have you back. I was worried.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's Teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make
哇，
it.
犀利啊！
Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin-Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword-grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, we can get this over with.
Up to you who you take to the desert. I mean, Gav's good in a fight, but he don't have my winning personality.
Don't listen to him.
You going after the stuff? Which one of... Oh, it's not like it's the most important decision you've ever had to make.
冇錯。
Up to you who you take to the desert. I mean, Gav's good in a fight, but...
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Gav, you're with me.
All right then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Alamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supply. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting him fleece ya.
Fleece me? I'd like to see him try.
In your own time.
好啦，直播去到呢度先啦，因為而家我都係要再做翻個任務啫。聽日請支持我嘅 Kelvin 遊戲電影頻道，聽日就會講一講唔同嘅牌子電視機嗰個 4K 同埋 8K 嘅功能請支持我嘅 Kelvin 遊戲電影頻道。聽日香港時間下晝2點3點鐘直播 4K、8K 電視機嘅唔同牌子嘅重要信息最新資訊。多謝支持先，拜拜。